Hello and welcome back everyone to another Sidemen React video. This one is top lies you still believe, which is kind of like the ones that you're like lies told by parents, but it's just like that probably, but with lies that you still believe as an adult. So I'm curious to see if there's any in here that I still technically believe, you know what I mean, like not technically, but you know what I mean, which ones I still believe in. Believe. You know what? You know what I'm trying to say? I'm struggling with English, as always. And you know what? Let's get into this video right now.
It's fraud, everyone. Listen,
what do you mean
fraud, everyone. I can tell you how to do it. Stop masturbating for a couple months, bro. And this one's not lies.
What is happening?
Sidemen Reacts today. It's myself, Josh, and Ethan.
Jeez.
Reacting to lies
And
and
me.
still believe.
We still
Josh still thinks we're
believe. We still believe.
Do you believe in G.love?
on.
I was just listening louder.
You know that? You guys remember that song? I have to throw it in
It's no secret that
there.
the world is full of lies. In fact, there are tons of so-called facts that almost everyone
dog's
still
gonna send me
believes
to
about
sleep.
anything
Right?
from ancient history to the human body.
I'm saying the same
I'm
thing.
about to debunk some of the biggest fibs around.
That's some of the biggest fibs around.
I don't know what
My
it's
notes
gonna
already
be.
condensed, so I don't need to do that.
When you think about wolves, what springs to mind?
A
A
moon.
full moon, perhaps?
Yeah. Oh,
Because
Ethan!
wolves don't
Clear me.
howl at the moon at all. Hear me out.
What?
The nocturnal canines do howl as a way of communicating with each other, and sometimes the moon
Yeah.
is full, but they have no business directing all that racket at the moon itself. In fact, wolves mostly howl in complete darkness. It's just that we can't see them doing it. There's a couple of reasons why the whole howling at the moon idea might have stuck. Firstly, howls are more easily heard.
I don't think I
on
ever really
moonlit
cared about
nights
it.
because
That
these
wasn't a
tend to
lie,
be
that was
more
you. It was just-
Secondly, our ancestors usually ventured
I've
outside
learned something,
more when
actually.
there was
I
a
didn't
full
believe
moon
it.
because they could navigate better in the moonlight, which is probably when they mostly stumbled across howling wolf packs. Rude awakening. We've all heard this one before. You should never, ever wake a sleepwalker. Except you totally can. That's right.
Really?
There's practically no scientific or medical evidence to prove that giving your
Oh, well,
sleepwalking
that's that
sibling
one,
a
yeah.
gentle
Oh,
shake
that
is
one,
going
okay.
to
That's
cause them to
one
drop dead as a
equalizer.
result of a heart attack or pure fright. Of course, being abruptly awoken while unconsciously brushing your teeth or attempting to get into the bathtub at 3 a.m. is enough to spook anyone, so it's probably
is
not
going
the
on?
nicest thing to do. Sleep experts actually recommend trying to gently guide a sleepwalker back in the direction of their own bed without fully
Hold their
waking.
hand.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Think of
just...
it like herding sheep, except it's your granny in her favorite nightgown.
Oh.
Oh.
Remember that one girl in our class who could paint flawlessly while your portraiture looked more
That's
like
my-
Yeah, that's me
because
too.
she was just programmed to be more right-brained than you. Meanwhile, anyone good at math or science must have a stronger left side. Simple enough, but turns out that's all lies.
It's a
Certain
fib!
hemispheres of our brain are responsible for different functions. But the idea that someone can excel in all things creative or analytical just because they have a more dominant side is total nonsense.
Josh's left
We
brain,
know this
100%.
because a team of neuroscientists in 2013 analyzed the work of over
Lost brain.
1,000 brains
Lots of
belonging
lines
to
in my brain.
participants aged 7 to
Wrinkled brain.
29 and found no evidence that any one person relies more heavily on one side of the brain than another during daily tasks. Both hemispheres actually work in tandem and complement each other like yin and yang.
Jeez.
Meaning we're all pretty much ambidextrous when it comes to using our heads.
See that weightlifting.
3-second
Look,
memory.
see? Brain.
Anyone who grew up with a goldfish
no.
as a pet will know one thing. They're not the most interesting animals. You might have even used the phrase
fish.
memory of a goldfish before because of how sieve-like their brains are. People often cite the common goldfish as having a
That's
minuscule
rude.
3-second memory. But they actually have more brain power than us humans give them credit for. Various
What? It's only
experiments
6
have actually
seconds.
proven that goldfish can have a memory of up to 5 whole months.
Oh.
Jeez!
Researchers in Israel spent
Hey,
a
do you
month
know what though?
training
That
monkeys.
makes sense because I thought that was like fried chicken nuggets on the right.
That's hungry.
I thought they'd fried a couple goldfish.
Oh,
Because I remember seeing a video of some Don. He was like chucking his goldfish into a tank. It would swim back and sit in his hands. It was like playing fetch with itself. Like you know when you chuck a kid up in the air and they're like laughing, like
Yeah, it's
"Ha."
kind of fun.
It was like that, but
I know what
Like,
clip
you
you're
would chuck
talking
the
about.
fish like gently. It would land in the water, then swim back to him and go in his hands again because
need
he
to
wanted
see
to be
this video.
chucked. Bro, I'll try find it. But
I know exactly
Still,
what you're talking
someone
about.
give me some chicken nuggets.
Data sound speaker with feeding time. After
It's
being
just-
left to their own
that's deep
devices
fat
for
oil,
5
bro.
months, they decided to again and Sure enough, the fish
Oh, that's
returned
how they
for
tested
feeding.
it out.
Turns out your humble goldfish isn't
Jeez.
actually seeing the world for the first time with every new lap of the fishbowl.
Does he so bored then?
TOMAT-NO ketchup. Next time you reach for the ketchup, consider this. Your
not
favorite
made of
condiment
tomatoes, is it?
originally had nothing to do with tomatoes. Back in the 17th century, there was no such thing as ketchup.
Catsup.
There were, however, plenty of Europeans rampaging through Asia and sampling all there was to eat and drink.
catsup?
When British invaders returned home from South Asia, there was a big sauce bottle-shaped hole in their hearts, the distant memory of ketchup, or ketchup, as it was known.
Oh,
overseas.
ketchup!
This distinctly savory condiment was probably
Ugh,
something along the lines of fermented fish sauce. but
Ew.
no one can
Ugh.
remember exactly
That looked
what it contained.
disgusting.
For some time, attempts to replicate ketchup included a whole cocktail of strange ingredients like walnuts, mushrooms, fish brine, garlic, anchovies, and kidney beans. Tomatoes were only eventually
nice.
thrown into the mix in an 1801 recipe book by Sandy Addison. All that was left
What's that,
was to
Sandy?
butcher their name and wait for Heinz to begin mass-producing the adulterated sauce in 1869. And
Heinz
voila,
is breaded.
ketchup was born.
Covered in
Ketchup!
a portion of
You've likely
fries.
heard at some point in your
Chips.
life that shaving unwanted body or facial hair will only make it grow back 10 times thicker. But those are just the words
Ooh.
of someone trying to sabotage you before a first date.
Yeah, it's fraud, everyone. Listen,
It's
it's
fraud.
fraud, everyone. I can tell you how to do it. Stop masturbating for a couple months, bro.
Yeah, so
And this one's not lies.
Tell
Bro,
J-
it ain't.
why
I-
not
bro,
tell JJ that?
Toby, the reason I got my beard when it started coming through is because I'd stopped fapping, bro. I'd stopped fapping.
Is that a myth as well?
Now
Let's look
look.
that up now. That makes sense though, because testosterone levels. But
I want JJ to try this now.
No, JJ could never know fap.
you
JJ
can go a day
no
without.
chance.
Does that surely
Yeah, bro,
not
he
require
does it.
like full-on abstinence then?
Well, at the time, I wasn't seeing any women. Toby, so.
Yeah, so I'm
Probably,
so I'm
yeah,
so-
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
even that. It's
JJ, he'd have to stop.
it's no release of ejaculate. So you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man, listen, I was an animal at that time, bro. I was eating weights, bro. Eating weights.
Well, that's actually true because
Nah,
I thought about
not-
boxes in it as well, for like testosterone for training.
Yeah, before camp, yeah.
Oh.
No, trust me, bro. I was out here. And then my face, boom, beard. Let's go.
The reason hair might seem more visible as it starts growing back is simply that shaving gives hair a blunt tip, which feels coarser and can initially look thicker or darker. If hair
Jeez.
is sprouting exponentially every time you shave, you might just be a werewolf. Nailed it.
Okay.
On the topic of regrowth, your fingernails don't all grow at the same rate either. If you've ever noticed that a couple of nails seem longer than
Yup.
others despite cutting
Yup.
them all at the same time, you'll
Yup.
probably
I knew
notice
that.
already.
I knew that,
Each
yep.
nail grows at its
I didn't
own
really
pace,
pay
and
attention.
nails
I'm not
on
really
longer
measuring my
fingers like
nails.
the index or middle grow far quicker than those on
That
the
was a
thumb.
given, fam. You're
For
not a
the very
computer
same
game. You're not
reason,
all just going
toenails
to
grow
progress
about
at the
3
same
times
rate.
slower than fingernails. So you can slack off a little longer before you start looking like the Gruffalo.
Yeah, I
So-
don't
okay.
Toenails take a
That's what
beating.
stimulates nail growth, so you might also
Your
notice
toes
that the
take a
nails
beating,
on your
bro.
dominant hand need trimming
But
more
my feet
often.
are grim.
Killer coins.
Ah.
Picture this. You've just climbed to
Okay.
the
Jeez,
Is it
Empire State
pedestrian?
Building, yeah?
Oh yeah, and
As you
then
watch the people below scurrying around like tiny ants, you take out your wallet and wonder, if I dropped a penny right now, would
This
it
is
kill
Ethan.
someone? Sorry to
No,
burst your
it's-
psychopathic
I mean,
bubble, but no.
that myth is busted.
Despite what people say, a penny
It
is
would
too
hurt, though.
small and flat and cushioned by air to become a
Defo
lethal
hurt,
weapon.
yeah.
Oh, it hurt,
From
yes,
the top
but
of the Empire State Building. You see, as the penny falls, it collides
Air
with air
resistance.
molecules, causing something called drag force,
Yeah.
which counteracts the force of gravity and slows down its acceleration. When the two forces balance out, the penny reaches what's known as terminal velocity, and will basically
Yeah.
float into the ground like a leaf. Being struck would feel like a mere flick on the forehead, just as psychiatrist Louis Bloomfield. In 2012, he allowed
proven.
himself to be struck by pennies dispensed from floating helium balloons to replicate the effect of
There
a
you go.
penny falling from a skyscraper, and said it didn't hurt at all.
Oh.
Jeez.
Okay.
Not much.
How many spiders?
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
do. I've
In
ugh.
fact,
Eat 8
the
spiders a
average
year,
person
whatever.
consumes 8 spiders
Oh.
in their sleep each year. Not only is this statement false, it's built on a total web of lies.
Ew, no, I hate spiders. Get that thing off my screen. Get that thing
Most people
off the
don't even
dang
sleep with their
screen.
mouths
I
open.
hate
If they do,
I
a
hate
wet and
spiders.
windy cave is hardly the first place a spider wants to be. They also sleep so restlessly that any small movement would be like an earthquake for a tiny arachnid. So where did
Sure.
the myth originate from? Most sources refer to an article published in 1993 by journalist Lisa
God, I hate
Holst, who
spiders.
cited
I
that
already
fact
got
in
itchy.
a list of urban legends. People started misquoting the article as truth, despite Holst clearly stating it was a myth, and the rest is history. But
Yeah.
that's not all.
Pain.
No amount of digging will turn up this article, nor the journalist who wrote it. In fact, the name Lisa Birgit Holst is a perfect anagram for the phrase, "this is a big troll." Meta, right?
Huh.
Seeing red.
Huh. That's
Here's a
actually.
familiar
Huh.
image. A matador waves his red cape, and before you know it, steam
Yeah, the
is
red's
coming
nothing to
from
do with it.
Yeah,
Like this.
it's literally
Yeah,
movement.
Do all bulls have a vendetta against the color red? Quite the opposite, actually. They can't even see it, because they don't possess the necessary red cone in their retina like us humans. The reason for their
That's what they
aggravation
see.
is simply the fact that someone is repeatedly waving a piece of fabric in their face.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's
For
just.
sake.
One question remains. Why red? Traditionally, the cape would be used to hide the matador's sword, which he would use to pierce the bull as it charges past. Red was selected
jeez.
because it was the best color to mask the ensuing blood stains
Oh.
and to save on dry cleaning,
Jeez.
presumably.
God!
Most
terrifying.
amazing.
Sense.
Ah, evolution. Isn't it
Humanoids!
amazing how chimpanzees
Neanderthals!
evolved into various hominid forms before arriving at the
Hunter-gatherers!
modern
I am-
would
I think I'm
be
still a
if
Neanderthal.
That's how it happened. I know what you're thinking. But Darwin said that's what went down, right? Well, it's true that Darwin explained our close relation to primates in his groundbreaking book, The Origin of the Species, in 1859, but he never actually claimed that we descended directly from the treetop-dwelling creatures. Darwin may not have proposed such a linear progression, but he did emphasize that humans and primates both evolved from a common ape-like ancestor that lived millions of years ago, before it
Jeez.
diverged into two separate species. Of course,
Yeah.
tacky bumper
Oh,
stickers,
surfboarders
t-shirts, and
again.
memes just wouldn't be the same without
I
the
mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
progression we're so used to seeing.
Bro, man like Neanderthals.
To pee
Shout
or
out my
not to
Neanderthals.
pee?
Oh my
If you've been stung
god.
by a jellyfish on vacation, everyone knows that
Do you
there's
pee on
only
it?
one thing to do. Unzip your pants and pee on the sucker.
Hey,
Unfortunately,
I don't
research
like
in
that image.
2017 shows that this drastic action will do nothing besides attracting some unwanted attention on the beach. In fact, it could make things worse. Jellyfish tentacles have millions of tiny lances embedded inside something called nematocysts, which launch stingers into your skin and let loose a
fuck that.
stream of venom. Contrary to popular belief, urine is too diluted to have any effect on removing tentacles properly, and trying to scrape them off afterwards will only cause them to become embedded further. There's only
Yeah.
one saving grace in all this doom and gloom: vinegar. The highly
Really?
concentrated stuff is the only real thing proven to deactivate the
That's
jellyfish
gonna
the
stink
vinegar to
like
the
a
beach,
so you
bastard.
can safely remove the tentacles. If you
gonna
remember
sting
to
like a
pack
bitch.
some in your beach bag, that is.
Okay, yeah. You
built the pyramid.
go to the beach and pack.
Aliens!
Oh god.
The fucking aliens!
Jesus.
The
Christ,
advanced
Ethan.
civilizations before us! We are the
Jesus.
beginning!
You
We
don't
are
need to-
frauds!
You
We
don't
are
need to
nothing!
yell,
Cast your
Ethan.
mind back to the
out.
Jesus
construction of
Christ,
the
blow my
Great
eardrum, why
Pyramids
don't
in
you?
around 25
God.
BC. You'll probably conjure images of slaves working tirelessly in the hot sun and carrying more
No.
weight and stone than their backs can
not
bear.
possible, is it?
According to Egyptologists, though, this scenario has been wrongly popularized by Hollywood movies and isn't at all historically accurate. In 1990,
Yeah.
a tourist happened across the well-preserved tombs of those who labored on the monumental construction project. Archaeological analysis revealed that around 10,000 poor builders from the north and south of Egypt banded together out of basic loyalty to their pharaohs. Although they were free men, the work was still extremely grueling, and it led
10,000
Of course
around
they
30
did.
years to complete one pyramid.
Of
The
course
fact
they
that
did,
those who
bro.
died during construction were buried in the tombs near the pharaoh's sacred pyramids also proves that they were well respected.
Advanced civilizations, bro. We're frauds, bro. We are frauds. We are merely the beginning, bro. We are a tiny speck.
Where did they go?
We
Ethan?
are
Where do you reckon
useless.
they went?
I don't know, bro.
They
The great
went to a better
extinctions,
planet,
bro.
or
They
something.
fuck
I
off.
think they found a better planet to live on.
Bro, they dipped out the ends, bro, or something, man. It's fucked.
They
Listen,
dipped
I'm
out
telling
the
you.
ends, bro.
It's
Sorry.
corrupt, bro. There's like fucking bits of like Josh, you know it as well, innit? There's like different pieces of
Josh.
material in there that all conduct electricity and shit, bro. It's fucked. I'm telling you now.
The stone, you can't get it in Egypt or something, right?
Exactly, bro.
You can't get in Egypt.
Like, what is it, like limestone or something? And it's not,
Yeah,
it's not,
bro,
it's not
it's
akin to
fucked.
Nile or something. It's like they've had to travel it all the way down the Nile from somewhere else.
And brought that much, and 10,000 Don did that, yeah? Pfft, clowns.
Yeah.
I don't really
Imagine
realise
it's
world.
like a civilization, like an alien civilization, where that's their like flag. Like, see how we put a flag on the moon? They just go
Yeah.
and put a pyramid
Pyramids down
down.
and then dip.
You know, they show we've been here. Like that's what it is.
And now they look at it. They look at it and they say, "Look at these fucking idiots."
To be fair though, in Egyptian
promote things.
drawings, in the hieroglyphics they have cats, right? They worship cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, cats
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
So what if the
Yeah.
cats were the aliens?
Us, man, our parents and their parents weren't around for it, bro. So we just believe the world's little lies. We are insignificant beings. We are useless. We are specks of nothing.
False forbidden fruit. You'd be hard-pressed to find anyone
I
who'll
know
tell
this
you that
one.
the taboo snack that caused Adam and Eve to be eternally banished from the Garden of Eden was anything other than an apple. Nowhere in the Bible is the forbidden fruit officially
It's the fruit,
identified. So how
It's
did
a
such a
Wampa fruit.
humble
It's the
fruit
fruit,
gain
bro.
It's a Wampa fruit. Did you just call it a Wampa fruit?
Short, a good old Latin poem. When the Bible was originally translated from Hebrew into Latin sometime in the 4th century AD, the word Mali, meaning evil, was used to describe the tree of good and evil.
had Molly off the
This
tree.
closely resembles the words mala or malam, which can both be translated to mean apple. In the original scripture, though, the words aren't even close. The
Isn't
word
it
for
funny
evil
that the
in
world
Genesis
runs off like
2:17 is
scriptures
ra,
and stuff?
while the words used
Crazy,
for
isn't
apples in Proverbs 25:11 and Song of Solomon
no.
2:3 is tapawak. This means
Sorry,
that the
it
serpent
just says
basically could have offered
raw.
up anything
Sorry.
from figs to pomegranates or avocados.
Rah,
What a
Sorry.
toast that would be.
I'd like to apologise for my rant there. It's the
It's
Thursday, I
okay,
didn't-
Ethan. It's okay. We understand
Stress them
your
all in,
pain.
and he's having his existential crisis all over again.
Yeah, a little
Ethan's been
bit.
lied too many times.
Please, one like on this video will help the trust issue.
That's a lie.
Oh, will it?
He's lying.
I'm not.
Anyway.
I'm
Do you
not-
trust
I'm
Ethan? That's the question.
Right. Bye.
All right, let me know in the comments down below. Do you still believe in any of these lies? Was there any of them that are like really stood out? I guess the apple one, because I thought it was an apple. Sorry. The last one with the Adam and Eve, I thought it was an apple, but when he was talking about something, he said "rah," and I was like, oh god. That's all I could think about. I couldn't pay attention to the rest of it. It was all "rah." I was like, oh no. And then Ethan was just having an exponential crisis going on. He's just like, oh, I was like, oh, Ethan, no, not again. I didn't say it, but I thought, I was like, not again, Ethan, not again. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I guess the Egypt one too, the pyramid one, I guess is the one that I still believed. I don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments below which ones you still believe in, because you know what I'm trying to say, right? I hope so, because English not working. Yeah, when does it ever work though? Not gonna lie. It never works, so. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see all you beautiful, wonderful people in the next video, alright? Bye.